A little bit of change in the way we're looking at credit scores. Let's talk about it on Today in Mortgages. Hey, what's up, Dreammakers? Welcome back to the show. We're talking about what's real, what's hype, and what you should actually be paying attention to out there in the world of mortgage and real estate news. Rich back here today with me. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, Michael. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great as well. We were just talking about our weekends, having some fun. You didn't quite out to see the Superman movie yet, but it's on the agenda, right?
Indeed.
I've heard good things, so I'm going to have to get back in the theaters for that one too. Something else that is super right now is some of this news that might help with credit score evaluations for home buyers. Rich, you sent me this from the U.S. Federal Housing website, FHFA.gov. It says FHFA announces release of historical VantageScore 4.0 credit scores by the enterprises. So, Rich, just give me an idea, if people haven't heard about this yet, what is happening with credit scores right now?
Yeah, for those in the business, some have heard whispers of it for a couple of years now. In fact, the piece that I initially sent you for us to review was an older piece from last year, but it was just re-up. We got a new administration, pretty aggressive administration, trying to make some changes in housing. So Bill Pulte, the director of the FHFA, just actually tweeted it out or X'd it or whatever you call that now. Well, he just threw it out there. We're accepting immediately right now, which is going to be incredible if we can get this change. We've been on FICO score model for a long time, and FICO's gotten a little greedy recently as everybody has seen credit report costs go through the roof. They're up like 400% just in the last couple years. So we need another model, but also we need a smarter model. And that's the one thing about this VantageScore 4.0. It's the fourth version. It uses machine learning. It takes, like, for someone who's not a active credit user, like they have some credit, but they're just not daily, using credit for this and that. They use credit for special purposes only. Well, it's hard to build a credit score like that. VantageScore uses all different types of ways to get a credit score created: rent, utilities, your cell phone bill, also mortgages and recent stuff, but it really helps build a credit score differently than the FICO model.
So, Rich, what can you say about some of those changes? What do we know that is different than what FICO does?
Well, again, it's using trending data. So it's like live data, what's happening. So Rich Jefferson, he's been paying down his debt, so his score should look better, with VantageScore. He's making all of his payments on time for his cell phone bill. He makes his rent payments on time or early every single month. I say if you're making a rent payment, you're going to make a mortgage payment. So these are all good things that VantageScore is taking into account.
That's good, Rich. And so what they're looking at here is allowing for both FICO and this to be valid credit pictures that we can look at as the lender to qualify someone. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And like I said, it really gives that under credit advantaged client a leg up. So, that's going to open up a lot of buyer opportunities. There's lots of buyers that just because they have limited credit, they don't qualify because they don't have a credit score built up enough. This is an option to open up. They have the money, they just don't use credit like a lot of people do. Those people are now opened up to qualify for mortgages.
And Rich, you mentioned that FICO, that cost for us as a lender to do those credit checks has gone way up. Do we have any idea what the pricing model would be for VantageScore?
Haven't seen it yet, of course. That's still to come. Let's assume it's going to be less expensive, which is a good thing. I don't know how much less, but it will be less expensive.
Right. So this kind of takes away that monopoly that FICO had and introduces some competition on this level, right?
Totally. And competition brings prices down. So we're really looking forward, because this is a sore spot in our industry to pay this amount of money, because we generally, like, lenders are now starting to charge clients to have their credit pulled because it's such a huge expense for a lender when you're just checking credit to see if they qualify. I mean, that's $150, $200 a pop, and it really adds up and kind of takes down margins for lenders.
And especially the smaller lenders that don't maybe have the volume where they can eat some of that cost, they're having to pass that cost on, which just hurts them and helps the bigger lenders, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really excited, but I'm not too excited yet because even though Director Bill Pulte said that this is available immediately, you've got investors, you have the automated underwriting systems that need to be updated. You've got APIs that take that data into systems that we originate with. There's just a lot to still develop and program and roll out and build guidelines around it. It's not going to happen overnight. We're likely, if we see it this year, I'll be surprised. But still, it's a big change, and I'm really looking forward to this one.
That's good, Rich. And so we are always looking out for our borrowers and our buyers, and we're also looking out for our people, our loan officers. If you're out there interested in learning more about the best network in mortgages, Rich, where should they go?
Yeah, man, they need to come to me, or they can visit u.nflp.com. But call me. Let me give you a free tour through the company, a confidential tour. Let me show you our culture and our tech and our systems, and just kind of meet some people too, because that's the number one thing when choosing. Oftentimes it's about the people you're going to work with.
Yeah, we have the best of all those worlds. If you're at a place where you're just not feeling appreciated, not feeling heard, Network is the place for you. Thanks so much, Rich, for making us smart on this. And thanks everyone out there for watching and listening, wherever you are. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time on Today in Mortgages. Today in Mortgages is produced by Network Funding LP, which is an equal housing lender, NMLS 2297. The content of this program is meant to be a commentary on mortgage and real estate news, and any discussion of rates and or products should not be taken as an individual mortgage or home buying advice or pricing estimates. And any commentary on this show should not be considered a promise to make a loan. All applicants for a loan must qualify, and you should consult a professional regarding your individual loan scenarios for your financial situation. Visit our website at nflp.com/licenses for all state licensing and other legal information.